Okay, so I'm Chris. The reason why we started this project was this is the upstairs bathroom of my sister, and she asked me to come in and try to redo the plumbing in here. She hired somebody, paid $1,000. The guy did like $50 worth of work left, and he didn't do this nothing. I had to tear everything he had out. I got everything pulled out, and so we're in the upstairs. This is after I pulled everything out, but then I had to start following the water lines to determine where the lines were going. So, at this point, we'll go downstairs, and we'll follow the water in and figure out where it goes. Alright?
Oh, did you you didn't mention the part where you went to the city and found out the plumbing he did
Oh
do?
yeah, the city, the guy who put the plumbing in, he used a poly X something or other. Either way, it's plain plastic tubing, and it's not even legal. The only thing you can use is PEX or copper. And what he had in there was neither one, so everything that he put in, I had to take back out. So in the process, I come in here and I started in the utility room and saw where the water went. And then the biggest problem was the bathroom was directly under the other bathroom. And then I saw that the copper pipes came into this room. I saw them go up in the attic. They went this direction. Couldn't figure out where they were going. Had to pull out the ceiling till I found where they were going. Till I got all the way back to the main water line. So then I come back to the main water line. So this is cold water coming in. City comes in right here. You got the valve that shuts it off. Then the water.
That's your phone.
They were upstairs in the bathroom. Decided we had to follow the cold water line. So we come down to here. We got the main water coming in. You may not be able to see it real well, but there's a valve right here, and that's the city water coming in. And it hits a valve, and when it goes into the other line, we suddenly hit galvanized metal pipe. I don't understand. It's supposed to be black pipe, but it's galvanized metal pipe. And we start following it, and the galvanized metal pipe goes down, and it goes up, and it runs down till it hits this little nice point here where I should have a flashlight shining on it.
And then?
Give me my flashlight. I'll be sitting right here somewhere. Right there.
We're going through this again.
There we go.
Oh, you found it? Okay.
Okay, so we... Okay, so now we're following the magic pipe, and it's still made out of iron and not copper until it gets to this point. Now all of a sudden we're going from iron to copper. That's the 3/4 inch copper line heading out. That's the cold water going in. And we go around the wall here. And on the other side of the wall we have our hot water heater. At this point, there should be a T where the cold water comes down, goes in the hot water tank. The cold water continues on, the hot water goes through, and then it's a parallel line. Well, we don't have that. We have the cold water coming in here, and it bypasses the hot water tank altogether. Oh, by the way, we have a pipe right here that, if you can see it right there, it's not attached to anything. It's just a pipe sitting there in limbo. But we go, forget about that pipe. We go back to the 3/4 inch copper pipe, and it goes through and overhead. And we still follow the 3/4 inch copper pipe with the other two pipes. One which is actually hot water, and the other one is the pipe that's not attached to anything. Okay, and we keep right on going. And we got the hot water, and we got...
Careful.
And we got the cold, this is the cold water right here. This is the hot water right here. We don't know what this line is yet. This one here is supposed to be the hot water.
That is.
Okay, so we...
You were pulling, that's the gas line.
Okay, so now we have gas.
Yeah.
We have the cold water line coming in. We have a line that we have no idea where it's going. Then we have the hot water that's actually coming out of the hot water heater coming this direction. And we have mystery pipe right here that's not attached to anything on this end either. Okay, now we go back through the wall here. We're still following the cold water line. Now we're in the bathroom that we are attempting. This is the only reason we're here is to fix the bathroom. That's all we want to do.
Upstairs. The upstairs bathroom.
We want to fix the bathroom upstairs, but we're in the bathroom downstairs. But this is the bathroom we're going to fix. So we have a gas line. We have a 3/4 inch cold water line that's still coming straight from the city. Hasn't gone anywhere else yet. Just cold water. Mystery line. Don't know where it's coming from. And we have the hot water. And we lost the invisible pipe that just ended in nothingness over there. This is still the pipe we're worried about, the 3/4 inch water line coming in. We keep following it. That's the only one that matters. This is water coming in, and that's all.
We don't have to tell them about that pipe getting cut.
Well, yeah, that's all lead. We don't worry about it. Well, that's a whole nother story. We get back into here. So we have the gas line. We have what we thought was just the cold water. We disconnected it. But we got the gas line. We got the cold water coming in. And then we have this mystery line coming back, and we don't know where the hell it's coming from now. But this is the cold water coming in. So we follow the cold water coming in. We got one that goes out to the outside. We still got cold water coming in. And we follow it down. It makes a 90-degree turn. Makes another 90-degree turn to come down. Makes another 90-degree turn to go back up. And another 90-degree. And it comes all the way back. And all of a sudden, gee, our mystery line is the same freaking line. And there's nothing coming off of the damn cold water. So we keep on following it down. This is still the main water coming from the city now. After it's gone all the way over there and down and under and back again.
So we're following the outside line now.
So now we're following the outside line now. And at this point I'm at a loss because that's as far as I went.
Where the
so
hell?
now I'm anxious. I want to see what's next. So now we have, this is the cold water still from the city. Way over there where we started. It's already passed here once. Went 50 feet and come back. It comes here. Now it tees off and goes to the shower down here, the toilet, and everything else upstairs. And then continues back on the half-inch line. Now this is the secret. What is the half-inch line going to? This is the hot water. This was the cold water coming in and went way the hell to somewhere and back again. And then we got this line we're following. And we got the hot water and we got gas. So we go back over to the other room.
So this is actually the mystery part that we don't know about.
Yeah, now it's the half-inch line we're worried about.
That explains that extra tube up there. I didn't know what it was.
Yep. So, this was the hot water. We're still in the hot water. See, it's still still, so we know it's hot water. The half-inch line we don't know about. This was the cold water going in. This is the gas line.
Right.
So, cold water coming in, and this is the cold water returning. And so far we followed it.
Right there.
So far we followed it like 20 feet, and now we're going to follow it another, oh, let's say 5 feet.
Watch your step.
10 feet. 15 feet. 20 feet. And oh my God, it turns back down here. Goes back into a steel pipe, which we don't want on here, and goes into the hot water heater. Now that it's in the hot water heater, it turns around and goes back up the steel pipe that we all was following before. We're like, well, okay, well, that's hot water. Well, we got about 80 feet of half-inch copper pipe, when all we really needed was about 5 feet of pipe right here would have solved the whole problem.
We figured out that mystery pipe. It goes around. It comes back in It connects to the
All
hot
that
water heater.
piping goes around over there. It comes all the way back to fill up the hot water heater.
So this is how you do the plumbing.
Well, it's always an adventure. That's all I can tell you. I love to see what they used to do back in the 40s.
So we have an entire basement of redundant piping for
Yep.
no reason.
This is what we're gonna call what's behind your walls number 3.